In this video, I want to talk about the energetic climate you're in. I've spoken about the inner radar often before, and I've explained that the inner radar scans the environment you're in. And in this video, I want to continue about that. What type of energetic climate are you in? Because the type of energetic climate you're in will, I won't say will determine as if it's all deciding, but the type of energetic climate you're in will to a big extent determine how far you can come and the quality of your existence. Let me explain. If you, physically speaking, if you are in a room and there's a lot of smoke, because a lot of people are smoking cigarettes all the time, and you're not a smoker, you will begin to feel unease, you'll have trouble breathing, and you get out of that room. You're in a toxic environment. Those that are physically toxic already, they don't sense it anymore. That's why they can keep on smoking all the time, and they don't sense that there's a toxic physical atmosphere. If you stay inside all day long and you open the window or you open the door, let's say you open the door and go outside, and there's this fresh air, you are physically in a clean in a clean environment now. You have fresh air. You're being physically cleansed on the inside, on the inside of your lungs. So on a physical level, the type of climate you're in determines how healthy you are. And if you remain too long in an environment that's physically toxic to you, you may even die. So when it comes to the spiritual, it's the same thing. What type of energetic climate are you in? Are you in a climate where you can grow? Are you in a climate where you are at ease? Are you in a climate where you have mental peace? Or are you in a climate where you're being drained? If you're in a climate where you can't grow, you can't relax, you can't be at peace, then that climate will destroy you. That climate will ruin you. Straight up, that's how it goes. It can be, for example, that you are working at some office somewhere. And the office there's a lot of murmuring, complaining, there's a lot of anger that people have expressed over there. That's why I'm telling you, this whole idea that people have, as long as they throw out whatever they think they're honest, don't take it. It's violence. Whatever you emit, you're responsible for it. So if you throw out whatever you think, and whatever you think hurts people or causes contention, you are responsible for that. Don't say I'm just being honest, at least I'm keeping it real. That's just an excuse. Violence is violence. If you express a concern about something and people don't take it lightly because they take offense, that's them. But the moment you're fed up and you're angry, just want to express it, or the moment you project your negative on someone else, and now you want the other to move out of the way, now you don't want to see the other one, that's violence, straight up. So if you have a place where people do that, projecting their issues on someone else, not liking people and all of that, where that happens a lot in a place, the place becomes energetically filthy. The dark matter that's developed, all that negative energy will begin to stick in the walls of the place. So what's going to happen after a while? When you enter that place, you feel like you're choking. You feel like you can't breathe. What's going on? It's the homicidal rage they had against the target that you're feeling. Because even though the people that express that hatred are gone, the hatred they've expressed still links around in the building. And demons are attracted to that. Now there may be no demons actually there. There may be no evil spirits around there. But you still have this negative tension in that building. So can it be that you work there and every day when you come home from work, you're so tired, you feel so depressed? Then one day you have to stay at home due to some flu pandemic that's going on. And now 2 weeks you stayed at home and you feel like you're in your teenage years again. You're happy, you're smiling again. And then you realize, hold on a minute, since I haven't been into that office, I'm all right. What's going on? That office is haunted. So the energetic climate there is toxic. That's why it toxifies you. It endangers you to be in that climate. Now, if you're a believer and you walk in my faith, you may be able to destroy the toxic climate over there. But here's the thing. If you destroy the toxic climate and the people that make use of the building keep walking in the negative, then you need to destroy it over and over again. So that's going to be tiring for you to do. So if you work somewhere and there's a toxic energetic climate, get out of there as soon as possible. And here's another thing. The longer you remain in a toxic energetic climate, the worse off your perception will be. Because a toxic energetic climate, it kind of shuts you down so that you can't see what's going on. So you may end up befriending people you better shouldn't have befriended. You may end up agreeing with opinions and arguments that you naturally wouldn't have agreed with. That is why you have certain certain corporations or certain schools even or universities where this is kind of bitterness that links around with the students. And even after they graduated, they still have carrying this bitterness with them. Where does bitterness come from? When they began in the freshman year, they were fresh, they were happy. Suddenly they were all bitter after 3 or 4 years. What's going on? Whatever was haunting that place began to haunt them. And because they were not aware they were being haunted, they embraced the darkness that was haunting that place. So now they're carrying that darkness with them. That's how serious this is. And when you're in a place like that, you will have a lot of negativity around you to fight. So let's say that you want to open your own business, or maybe not your own business, maybe you just want to do something on an economic level, just to venture out. If you're in a toxic energetic climate, or the energetic climate is toxic, you may be working, you may be taking steps in your life, but because you are in a toxic climate, whatever it is you're working on will delay or it will crash due to the hindrance, because negative energy in itself, this negative tension in itself hinders positive outworkings. It's like a tumor, it's like an energy tumor. If you have an energy tumor around you, the positive flow of positive energy is hindered by it. And you can destroy the energy tumor, but then you need to do it over and over again. So, for example, you may want to do something economically by making a leap of faith, and the Holy Spirit may be telling you, you need to move away from this town. But Lord, I grew up here, I have my friends here, I have my family here, I met my spouse here. The Lord tells you, move away from this town. So you obey the Lord and you move away. Your wife asks you, why are we moving? We have everything here. You tell your wife, trust me. The Lord revealed unto me, we need to get out of here. So your wife, even though your wife did not agree, your wife submitted unto you and you are out. Now you're living in a village. And now your wife's thinking, we were in the city, we had everything in hand's reach, and now we're in a village. What happened? And now we're living in a house that's inferior to the house we used to live in. But after a while, your wife realized, hold on a minute, darling, we're more at ease here. I don't have those weird headaches anymore. And look at the children. Children are happy too. Oh dear. You remember that promotion you wanted? You don't work there anymore, but you have a far better position now. You want to become a manager at a previous company, right? Here, you're just a rank lower than the CEO. And you can do it part-time. Your wife's thinking, dear, it is as if the past half year that we've moved here, things began to work out very quickly for us. And then you tell your wife, that's why the Lord told us to leave that place. And then you realize that the place you used to live was toxic. It had a toxic energetic climate over there. I'm telling you, believers, a toxic energetic climate will hinder you more than being without prayer. Of course you should pray, of course you should make the Christian declaration, you should be spiritually active. But let me tell you, to remain in a toxic energetic climate is to go against all your prayers. It's to go against all your Christian declarations. You cannot persist in a breakthrough if you remain in the prison that keeps you locked. If you want to break through, you must break out of the prison. That's why you break through. To break through means you're breaking out of something. You can't petition and fight to break through while remaining in the same prison that keeps you locked in. And a toxic energetic climate, it's a prison that locks you in. You're not aware of it in the beginning, but eventually you'll realize, hold on a minute, why aren't things moving forward in my life? Or maybe you recently moved or you stopped visiting a place. Maybe you used to go to a supermarket often. It's a cheap supermarket, so you often come there and you stop going there. And since you stop going to the supermarket, you have less financial issues. And you think, I don't spend a lot of money at the supermarket. So how come that since I've stopped attending the supermarket, I have less financial issues? It is because that supermarket has a toxic energetic climate. I don't want to make this video too long. Just realize that the type of spiritual climate you're in is very important. Some of you are under a lot of attack now. The reason those attacks keep happening is because you are in a toxic energetic climate. The moment you're out of that toxic energetic climate, those people will have less grounds to attack you because they need toxicity and negative energy around to empower them. They need the fuel of that negative energy. And because you are in a toxic energetic climate, they have a lot of fuel around them. The moment you move to a positive energetic climate, they can't come near. Then they'll try to pollute the environment around you with their slander, with their murmuring, with their complaining, or with their accusations. But that's when you are in a safe environment. But if you are in a toxic energetic environment, then they have all the fuel they need to come against you. And as I mentioned before, as a believer, you'll be able to destroy energy tumors around you. Just realize that it's not worth to have to continue over and over again to destroy energy tumors that are generated by people that don't want to change. Eventually it will drain you, and those people will keep on doing it because they think you're going to destroy it anyway. So they'll abuse you and drain you just because they don't want to face themselves. So examine the type of environment you're in. Examine the place you go to. Examine it. And examine how you're affected by those places. If you find out that after attending a place, you're drained, the life is out of you, or you feel depressed or suicidal or whatever, then don't go to that place anymore. Maybe it's an individual that persists in that darkness. After you spoke to that individual, you feel drained. And here's the thing, maybe it's not that individual that's toxic that's the problem. Maybe you have people around you who are toxic also, but you never realize how toxic they are. So now that you're afflicted by the toxicity of someone else, now their toxicity is revealed. Now you think, so this is what you were all the time. It can be, for example, that you have difficulty leaving some people behind you. And then you have others telling you, if you don't leave those people behind you and we feel bothered by you, you're out. We're done with you. We don't want to be bothered. What's going on? When they have their issues they don't want to face, they expect you to be empathic towards them because we're family, we're friends, whatever. But when it's you that needs their help, because for a moment you really can't do things on your own, because sometimes you'll have that in life, now they want to get rid of you. So they were toxic all the time. You just never realized it. But now that you are afflicted by toxicity, now their toxicity is revealed, because now they will blame you for being afflicted because they don't want to be responsible for helping you out nor to be there for you. So when God allows you to go through an affliction, it is for you to see who is who. When you are going through affliction, people will not be able to hide themselves anymore. If people are toxic and you're going to affliction, their toxicity will be revealed. And once the toxicity is revealed by themselves, by them reacting against what's going on with you, never forget it. Because sometimes people will unintended reveal how they really think and feel about you, which is negative. And afterwards, they don't want to face what they've said or done. Now they want you to forget all about it because they don't want to face consequences. No, 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 no. If you are toxic and you're blaming others and looking down on others because you want to face yourself and you express that towards me, don't expect me to forget about it so that you can continue in your filth at my expense. No. No amnesty without justice. That's how believers ought to be. So, check how people react and respond to the affliction you're going through. And if you went through an affliction, reflect back on how people treated you while you were going through it. I don't care if it was intense affliction that caused you to end up in jail or in the hospital or whatever, or it was a light affliction, whatever it was, check how people responded and reacted to it. Because that will also reveal onto you the type of energetic climate you were in. So, always agree with Christ and be at peace.